Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Art of Murder FBI Confidential.
The 181st Street subway station. It was to here that the bum invited me. Could he murder? Nah, he's more the victim type.
Anyway, yeah. We have another murder on our hand. Tenement, subway. I mean, let's see what, before we head to the subway, what's here? If there's anything here.
Low rent neighborhood.
Anything we can grab? First floor. Well, okay, no, but...
Irreplaceable equipment.
And then we just took it. Got it.
Can someone open up for me?
Why? The question is, why do you want someone to open up for you? Okay, here we go. Actually, I could just go into the subway. There's an exit in that section. Just grabbing all the equipment.
I'll take it just in case.
You never know when you might need a bottle. Oh, okay, thirsty man's thirsty. Are we gonna have to fake another? I don't know if
this was once a modern station.
I don't know if you can fake an alcohol bottle here with a cola bottle.
This is Joel Tatum, a local drunkard. Used to sleep around here.
Wait,
the autopsy will confirm Tatum's time of death. Unfortunately, Akero will probably dodge this one too. Are the thugs recruiting now?
Akiro's dead. Why are you saying his name?
Hi, Jeff. What have we got here?
Same as last time. Am I Mr. Lucky or what?
Gutted?
Yep. Wasn't such a surprise, though. First time I saw a mess like that, I lost my lunch. Now I see it and think, what's for lunch?
Wow, you already got that desensitized very quickly. Okay.
Nice. Real nice. So, who found the body?
There was some guys in renovating the place. One of them.
He know the Vic?
Don't think so.
Okay, let's take a look here.
Okay, that'll be fine.
I mean, you know the Vic. Okay, notice how old benches.
Irreplaceable
Lighter.
equipment.
Okay. You picking that up with your bare hands? I'm just saying. I mean, that said, Chaser did not chew you out for that mess up in the investigation. Okay, is there anything here besides the scaffolding? Doesn't look like it.
Workman's tools left behind. How handy.
Okay, all this stuff for me to grab.
I don't need it now.
What do you mean?
I'll take it just in case.
Okay, apparently this is fine. Please don't tell me you're starting a fire. All the things start a fire, you say?
Someone used this newspaper to wipe the floor, maybe to obscure their footprints.
Okay. Grid.
Ventilation duct nearby. I can feel air movement.
And there's something inside
The screws are being blocked. This is a
Okay.
The screws are...
You mean being blocked? Oh, wait. They're rusted, so we're using the cola to...
Ugh, bottles crawling with beasties. Why isn't this working? This is a...
Okay.
What shall I do with... Lighter's thirsty.
Oh.
They don't fit together. Now it should light up.
Okay. Is that gonna... I mean... Is this contaminating evidence in any way?
This looks like the proverbial message in a bottle.
I hope you're wearing gloves.
Message in a bottle.
Are you trying to sing the Christina Aguilera song?
Message.
Wire? Okay.
Unbelievable. Joel Tatum's Diploma of Fine Art from New York University.
Oh.
Diploma from the Fine Arts faculty of NYU.
Okay, is this what we needed to find?
I don't need it now.
There's nothing more there, I should think. Not. Okay, double checking with the hint system here. Or the hotspot icon. What? Hello? Okay, apparently I clicked on the space to walk, not...
How's it going, Jeff?
No news is good news, Agent.
Okay. Can't do anything more here. Benches is no-go. I guess let's go up. Let's go to the... I guess let's go to the car? I mean, we could go check out the tenement? What
This building's glory days are long gone.
Can we use the wire to...
They don't fit together.
Okay, I don't know if you were going to try to, like, makeshift into a... I'm assuming we leave now. Oh, day 4. Okay. I was not expecting it to change days. No. Nicole, you run.
I should have examined this sample from the museum.
I should have? Why are you saying should have? I got rid of all the other items that we don't need. I like that. Okay, so the sample... What was the sample from again? Oh, wait, from the museum. Okay, we're just... Oh, wait.
Otherwise...
Sorry. I need the...
Empty vials for substance.
Yep, shh. Okay. Dump this in. Test. We have...
Looks like the museum was spreading more than just knowledge. I want to search the entire museum. The chief could help with the search warrant.
Okay, is this where things in the... Is where things gonna go sideways in this investigation? Okay, let's just try to go straight to the chief. Unless Ruth stops us.
I only go through the Leon Chaser door.
Really? You just said...
Hey, Ruth. Chief around?
Nope. And before you ask, I've no idea when he'll be back.
Hey, you've known him longer than I have. You think he's happy with my work?
I'm sure he is, honey. Just don't count on him to actually say it.
Huh. So how long have you known him?
Oh, only a few months. He was in the Chicago office before.
You know his family or anything?
No, he lost his wife not long before I started here. He's only just gotten over it, really. Organizing this office helped him a lot. But from what I gather, he's not the same man.
Okay. Any more?
I'm wondering what the link is between all the victims. Tatum's death doesn't follow the pattern. They were all wealthy, respectable, educated men.
And Tatum?
He was a bum.
We'll check the precinct's files on vagrancy busts and drifters. You never know.
Well, I'll be. Tatum had a diploma from New York University.
I don't know.
Maybe it was fake. Like one of those online ones.
I don't think it was. He kept it rolled up in an old champagne bottle.
Aha, so there's the connection then.
They were all alcoholics?
No, the education. Whatever happened to him, Tatum was at least a well-educated man.
Right. And you know what else? All these guys were graduates of the same university.
Were they more or less the same age? Maybe they studied together.
Ruth, genius. Maybe there's something to this. I'm going down to the NYU library on East 84th to check it out.
I like how she has to say... like, she doesn't just say the library, she has to also say the street name. Oh, that's the thing where they want to know, is like, we use real locations. You can also find this on East 84th. Okay. So we're on day 4. I don't know how many days there are. I don't know how far we are into this game.
Respectable walls and a respectable library.
Okay, I don't imagine there's anything out here. So are we looking for... Okay, wow. This is... microfilm room door to the back. It's going to research old newspaper articles. Reading room. Okay, I imagine we need to talk to the Mrs. here, the counter, for any questions. What are we looking up?
So what's the librarian using if she doesn't have her glasses? Good morning, ma'am.
Or rather, good evening. Do you have a library card or university ID?
How's this?
Shuts off the badge.
Oh, I say. And what brings the FBI to us today?
Well, I'm trying to find out about some former students from, say, 1982 to 1986. I thought perhaps there'd be some papers or records.
And all that today? I think you'd be here all week looking that lot up.
I feel like, why would you go to the library? Wouldn't you need to go to the registrar office?
Okay, so let's start with something that would list students' names for that period.
Yearbooks, then. Do you know what?
Yeah?
I'll have to close the reading room in a few minutes. I'm all alone here, you know.
I understand that, ma'am, but I'm conducting an investigation here.
I was expecting a butt, young lady. Don't worry, I'll stay and help you.
Yes?
Yes, indeed. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I'm all by my lonesome here.
Yes, I noticed.
I've been working in this library for 30 years, you know. I retired 5 years ago.
Oh, so you came back because you couldn't live without the books, right?
And do you know who my replacement is? My niece. She's at the librarians' conference in Europe.
Ma'am, where is this going?
You raised your own successor. Well done. Anyway, to get back to the yearbooks.
Yes, indeed. Now then, the university authorities are very fond of statistics, you know.
Ah, paperwork?
Right. Now then, if you bring me the books you want, I can catalog them and make the necessary statistical records.
Huh?
Maybe you could point me in the right direction.
Over there, on the shelves, left of the doors. They're the yearbooks.
Okay then, I don't quite understand what we're doing, but you bring the yearbooks and it's a dual help situation. Okay, got it. You said the left to the yearbooks. Oh, okay, our left. I was thinking about people coming in. Where? A heap. Oh,
I hope Jessica Fletcher there will help me.
is that it? Okay, guess it is. 1986 NYU student yearbook.
Here they are.
What is it exactly you're hoping to find in them?
Anything I can about 4 or 5 of your old students.
I see. And what are their names?
Well, Joel Tatum, Andrew Haig, Henry Fairbanks, John Rudolph, and Mark Chestham.
Oh, hold your horses there, sweetie. Okay, let's start with Tatum. Here's the index. And here he is, page 226. Now then, where are those other boys? Seems all their entries refer to page 226. Let's have a look there.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Oh, don't thank me too soon. This page has been torn out. Look. See?
Oh my god, is this Scooby-Doo or what?
Those meddling kids get worse with every generation. But I'll catch the little buggers. Oh, yes.
Are there any copies, microfilms, and so on?
Microfilms? Why, yes. Although the newer things are being scanned now, you know.
Uh-huh. Do you think I could have a look at the microfilm for this page?
Not today, sweetie. I'm too tired now. Come back tomorrow. My niece will be back then. She's much better with the technical things.
Listen, ma'am, someone else may die today, and it's possible that that microfilm contains something I can use to stop anyone else from being hurt.
Yes, well, when you put it like that... Shocking, quite shocking. Well, I should leave now if I'm going to catch my bus. But there's one later on, too. I could always take that one instead. All right then, sweetie. I'll help you. Okay, FBI. You convinced me.
Nicole, offer to drive her home or something, please.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Now, where are the microfilms? I'll try to find them the old-fashioned way.
You'd be better off playing the lottery. Higher chances.
Needle in a haystack, huh?
The microfilm room is there on the right. Wait, from here I can unlock all the drawers.
Sorry, there's a whole room full of microfilm?
Of course.
Oh, I misclicked. Didn't quite click the exit area. I'm assuming that is it. Also, what is over here? Glasses.
I haven't
Oh.
been to an ophthalmologist for a while.
I'm assuming these are yours?
You found them, too. And I looked for so long. You're a regular Miss Marple.
Okay. Just me. But that was it for that. Also, there's something here. Oh, microfilm reader. Okay, well, we're not ready for this because we don't even have the... So we need to go to the microfilm room. All of this, huh?
Oh, screw it. There's more celluloid here than in George Lucas's garage.
Okay, so I need to talk to ma'am. Guess there's more to the conversation.
You're right. I won't find anything this way.
Never mind. In the meantime, I found the catalog number. It's 01-044-86.
Oh. So now I can... I'm assuming it's because I don't know. Is that dependent on the glasses? I would have to assume it might be dependent on getting her reading glasses so she can be able to properly look things up.
0104486. The numbers here are totally different. Where'd she get this from?
I can't even read this. 0401866. Yeah, I really can't read. Hello? I was like, where's the back button?
0104486. The numbers here are totally different. Where'd she get this from?
866. I can't. I'm just looking for 866, but these numbers aren't easy to look at. Okay, maybe I need to go back to her.
01044.
Also, can I have your magnifying glass? Because I can't... I'm having a difficult time. This back and forth thing. Like, it's not too far. I hope it...
I'm sorry, there seems to be a problem. The microfilms in there have a totally different format.
Well, I did tell you to come back tomorrow and talk to my niece.
May I call her?
She's probably halfway over the Atlantic right now. I doubt she'd have her mobile switched on.
Well, do you know why the numbers are different?
Well, it all changed in recent years, but it's hard to implement new systems like that. A few items always get left out, and I don't know how to convert the old catalog numbers.
Okay, perhaps we can work it out together. What did the numbers in the old system represent?
Well, that's easy. The first 2 digits were the catalog section, the next 3 were the number of a specific item, and the last 2 were the year.
I see.
Now, new catalog numbers contain additional information, and the 2-digit year numbers are now the full 4.
So the new catalog numbers would be like 01044 1986?
Well, the item number is now a 4-digit code, so in our case, it'd probably be 0044, and the 01 would be 001 for sure. Whew. Guess I knew more than I thought I did.
Guess so. Okay, let me look real quick for that microfilm now.
Okay. Not gonna lie, this is... a bit tedium, because it's not like we're... I mean, maybe it is. Maybe you can solve it yourself, but then if you need help, this is their hint, in-game hint system of going back and forth. That's it. That'd be really great if I could actually read. Like, I wish the numbers, instead of saying drawer, it would say what the actual number is. Also, she's not saying the number now, which is very annoying. $866. So we have 1986, and then we have a 4. That's 74. Is there another 1987? See, there's like an additional number at the end there. Unless that's just referring to like 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe that's just... Oh, no, oh wait, is this 1980? It looks like 1986. Wait, isn't that this one here? She's not saying anything. Do I need to keep talking to the lady? Because Nicole usually would say something. Like, to be frank, they're just throwing numbers back, so I'm not... I find that a bit hard to keep track of.
Okay, but hurry along. It's getting late, you know.
Okay, so that was definitely the end of the conversation. I mean, because nothing new popped up. Unless I just got the... Did she say 8? 866? What year am I looking for? 1989. Actually...
Diploma from the Fine Arts Faculty of NYU. It's not this combination. Plastic bag.
Okay. Unfortunately, like, I just can't remember what number. Because I feel like obviously, like, the 001044, it looks like that doesn't even matter. Okay, I think I just clicked on the same one by accident. I don't know. Do I just have to do this? Okay, why are they open like that? It actually bugs me. See, I'm so thrown off by... Unless this is also 1986. Oh, maybe they all are. 1986, so 7, 8, 9. So I just need to go down the row.
It's been hiding in this drawer for far too long.
Okay.
Let's see what secrets it holds.
I thought the number changed, so that's why I got confused. Oh yeah, so this is all 1986, but this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it jumps to 1987. I think that's not really on the game. For me, it's just the text is small enough where it's a bit difficult to see on my screen, my television screen.
How many times can I try the same thing, eh?
We haven't even started.
Why isn't...
Do I need to grab this
The
out?
reel may yet come in handy.
Oh, that's why.
I managed to wind the film onto the reel. The image is terrible. Ah, no lens.
Oh god, now I have to go back out, grab that lens from her that she was using. Okay, so this is what the reading glasses were about.
Is that the only machine?
At the moment, yes. The others are being repaired. Is there something wrong with that one?
The optics are broken, no focal lens.
Oh, well, I really don't know how to help you there.
You're lying.
You mean the focal lens from the microfilm reader?
I have no idea what it is. See if you can tell. Here you are.
You're literally giving me the lens. Ma'am. You're making me do this a lot back and forth. I feel like this is a bit unnecessary. I kind of wish it's like, oh, I have these reading glasses now. Here.
Only without the stupid jokes this time.
Can you bring this back? Can you bring this back to the micro reader? Something like that.
Finally, now the text is clear. NYU students to follow in the footprints of conquistadors. Amazon expedition underway. NYU Professor of Archaeology Dr. Samuel Dickinson is leading an expedition into the Amazon rainforest. Their itinerary recreates the journeys of the Spanish explorers of the 16th and 17th centuries. While the party's goal is the last of the great Incan treasures, the fabled hoard of Tupac Amaru, can the professor achieve what the conquistadors did not? Will he find the legendary city of Acacor, treasure vault of an entire empire, the once mighty Incas? The team, who has already left for Peru, consists mostly of NYU students. List of participants in Professor Dickinson's expedition. Samuel Dickinson, Professor of Pre-Columbian Archaeology at NYU, Expedition Leader. Alice Dickinson, the professor's daughter, student. William Warren, assistant to the professor. Andrew Haig, student. Team doctor. Henry Fairbanks, student. Technician. Mark Chestham, student. Joel Tatum, student. John Rudolph, student. Alan Branford, student. Noel Roche, student. So all the victims were part of the expedition. Fairbanks, Haig, Chestham, Rudolph, and Tatum. Finally, we got ourselves a fact.
A fact? You mean a connection?
There's something here about the aftermath, too. Tragedy in the jungle. Our university community has lost an outstanding colleague and teacher, Professor of Archaeology, Dr. Samuel Dickinson. His scientific and social achievements are writ large across the history of our university. He was last seen heading a scientific expedition to Peru to find the legendary Incan treasure vaults left behind after the conquistadors' invasion. In the course of the expedition, the professor, his daughter Alice, and fellow student Noel Roche all went missing. Roche's body was found later in the jungle. He had been killed by native Indians. Despite valiant attempts by the other members of the expedition, led by Professor Dickinson's assistant William Warren, Dickinson and his daughter were never found. In the face of the Indian threat and increasingly difficult weather conditions, the remaining party members chose to withdraw. According to Mr. Warren, the chances of finding the professor alive are virtually nil. We believe, though, that the professor and his students will live on in our university's history. Peace in their memory. Warren! He's the linchpin of this whole story. It's just him and Branford now. Now, are they both potential victims, or is one of them the murderer? Maybe they're in it together. Or maybe the murderer is someone not on the list. And where's the irrefutable proof that Hakiero killed Fairbanks? Are there 2 murderers at work here? Anyway, let's copy the list of participants. Maybe I can get out of here finally. Let's see this list again. Must be a link between the expedition 20 years ago and the crimes now. Only thing this list connects is the victims with each other. Can we really explain the murders as a result of the events of the past? Why didn't Branford or Warren say anything about knowing the victims? That's fishy. What's stopping them from revealing information that could save their lives? Only if one or both of them were directly involved in the killings would it make sense to do so. We'll have to check their alibis again. Anyway, all the clues lead to Warren at the moment. Drugs, Hakiero, expeditions in the jungle. We must start from the expedition. That's where the fuse was lit. The drugs thing is probably incidental. Don't want to get too hung up on that. NYU student. NYU. There I. While the part and the belief the once the team lists Al Will and Mark
Okay.
Joel John Allen Noel so finally.
Okay. You want to drive home? The ride home, sorry. I think I'm done.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I've got everything I need now.
May I go home then?
Certainly, but if you'll just bear with me a second. Federal Agent Nicole Bonnet, FBI. I need a patrol car to the library on East 84th. It's for an expert witness in a case I'm investigating. I'll need her driven home safely. Thank you. Okay, ma'am. A policeman will be along in 5 minutes to give you a ride home. Thank you very much for your time. You've been a tremendous help.
Not at all. It was quite exciting, actually.
Okay, well, we didn't take her home ourselves, but she got someone to come by. She got the police to swing by. To get her home safely. Now, would that get her in trouble? Unless that woman is in danger of being killed because she knows things now. Oh no, so didn't Branford, like, it sounded like Branford was saying stuff in his mumblings that Nicole didn't comment on, so either she didn't really hear hello? So we're just, okay. I mean, the fact that we're going to hear right away, she wants to talk to Warren, right? Hey, Warren.
Agent Bonnet. Hear about that knife business again?
Something like that, yeah.
Agent Bonnet. Hear about that knife business again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to show him for her this?
It's getting a bit old now, don't you think?
Why didn't you say anything about the expedition?
They were tragic events. Best forgotten.
Well, start remembering, because my serial killer is tied into them somehow.
Really? What an idea.
Yes, I also think that you hindered the investigation by withholding important information.
Well now, I can see you're here on business.
I'm always here on business. Don't you know the victims are all on a list?
Well, it's possible, I suppose.
It's possible, but you and Branford could be on that list. Aren't you afraid?
What good would fear do? Understand. I settled up with my conscience long ago.
When? When Fairbanks was killed? Or only after Tatum was?
You think it's so easy? And you, little girl, hiding behind an FBI badge. Do you think about all the people slaughtered somewhere in the cold and dark without your knowing?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, and I hate it. I wake up mornings thinking that today someone else will die, and I can't stop it. Now it's even worse. I know who's gonna die.
Not all of them will.
Yeah?
Why'd you say it
Juan
like that?
Alvarado, an archaeologist living in Cusco. He didn't join us until Peru.
Juan Alvarado? You keep in touch with him?
Not really.
Were there other people involved in the expedition?
Yes, Vaquero.
Go on.
Vaquero was a local grave robber, an amateur. He appeared when we were totally devastated and on the retreat, offering his help.
And?
And then he demanded an outrageous payment, and we parted ways with great ill will. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an important call to make.
Okay. Are you gonna end up dead?
Gotta hurry. No time for sightseeing.
Okay. I guess that's it. Porter's not here. Oh, Brantford.
It's good we met. Are you waiting for Warren?
We're going out, although I'd prefer to go with you to the concert.
Well, maybe when I finish this case.
I can hardly wait.
Are you trying to get information?
I found out a little more about the Peruvian expedition 20 years ago. Do you, keep in touch with Mr. Alvarado?
No, not for a very long time, but we used to be friends. Why is he of interest to you?
The murders are all occurring within a specific group of people, and Alvarado's part of it.
Yes. Yes, he is. Do you think he could be the murderer?
Well, I don't have any proof to that end.
Do you think then that it's a Koga Pachiros Indian curse?
No.
Neither do I, but if our murderer was on this expedition, and if it's neither Warren nor myself, then it must be Alvarado?
Unless the daughter Alice is coming back for revenge.
Why should I suspect a man who lives in Peru of murdering people in New York?
Alvarado was in town at the same time, of course.
What? In New York City? Are you sure?
He called me. I was frightened he was trying to track me down.
Do you know where he is now?
He left a message that he was returning home, back to Peru. I hope it's true.
We'll look into it. Do you have his address?
Well, he sent me a letter postmarked in Manhattan. Had a photo of his house in Cusco in it with the address and a note. I showed it to Warren this morning.
Could I see it, please?
Well, here's the thing. There was a bit of a mess in the museum this morning. They were cleaning the showpieces that hang from the ceiling, and I had to literally push my way through between them. It must have been squeezed out of my pocket then.
Right. I'll find it.
Okay, back into the museum we go. Oh. Who are we calling? Why are we calling?
Ruth? Nicole.
Yes?
I need you to check South American flights out of the country in the last 5 days. Looking for a Juan Alvarado, archaeology professor, flying to Cusco, Peru.
Okay, I'll get right on it.
Thanks, Ruth.
Okay. So was it in here? It's downstairs?
Gotta hurry.
Okay, not there. We still have the... I love that this is just kept open. So I don't know where he said specifically. Maybe it was downstairs in the storage area, the basement area.
There's no time for this.
Okay. I'm very confused right now. What are... He said it squeezed off his pocket. He was in the museum. It's somewhere in here.
Mr. Brantford's waiting for you outside.
Thank you. I'll be leaving now. You're staying here?
This pavilion is such a magical place.
You sound just like Alan. But I'm glad. It's a good thing.
Creating something like that must require so much talent.
And 20 years of hard work.
I'm surprised you're not suspicious. Like, set off the temperature sector stuff. It's like...
And one day, Hakero arrived and wanted to destroy all this.
This again, eh? No, in the beginning he even seemed friendly.
And then, he wanted to destroy your reputation, and you couldn't get rid of him. So he blackmailed you?
What makes you think that?
I found traces of a drug stash down there.
Such a dirtbag. He defiled everything with his dirty little hands.
So he came here to demand his blackmail money?
You know, during the expedition we found a couple of shells of insignificant value and some old Spanish coins. Back then we were young and stupid. We invited tragedy. When the rain started and we realized we wouldn't be able to find the professor, we just wanted to get home as fast as we could. And Wakero said that because of the diggings, we would have to negotiate with corrupt pen pushers for weeks.
He helped you smuggle items out?
Yes. Oh, they were objects of little significance, and I soon forgot about them.
Okay.
Did he also smuggle drugs inside exhibition pieces?
No, never. He pushed me to, but I never allowed it.
Did he pressure the others too?
I thought that he murdered them to get at me.
Why didn't you inform the authorities?
What are you talking about? I spoke to your man Chaser about the whole thing.
Chaser, yes, of course. Did you find the legendary city in the end?
Akakor? Well, we thought so, back then. But we couldn't go back again. It all seems like a dream now.
Last thing, are you sure you don't want protection?
Thank you, no. This place is swarming with police. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an important call to make. Now, if you'll excuse...
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so we're done there. Where's this card? Okay, now we can go here. Ah. The photo. It's very brightly lit. It'd be very hard to miss.
Here,
Okay.
an antique house in Cusco. Hence the dedication.
Now I'm over time, but... Let's see if we can get to
Here,
the other day.
and-
Okay, that's it? I think that's it. Oh, phone call.
Nicole?
Yeah, hi Ruth.
Alvarado left the country already. Hopped a flight to Peru.
Uh-huh, that's great, thanks. Listen, is the chief there?
Not at the moment.
You know what? Book me 2 tickets on the next plane to Cusco, Peru. Visas for me and Nick, and a hotel.
Be cheaper if you share a room.
Leave me alone.
Does Nick know about all this?
Not yet. I'll call him now.
Okay.
Thanks, Ruth.
Are we finally going to get to meet Nick? Like, see him, talk to him?
Please leave a message after the beep.
Nick, we're going to Peru with this serial killer thing. Call me or Ruth back ASAP. Don't let me down on this.
It's weird, like... it's... I don't know, like... I don't have any feelings towards Nick at all. I'm assuming she's met him, at least. But it's like, the don't let me down on this. I'm like, what do you mean? If anything, you were late to that one meetup. The only thing I could say is maybe, like, beating up Hikaru. So I probably said the man's name wrong. Which could, mess with the investigation or the trial. Okay, you got the tickets? You got the tickets for me?
Okay, everything's arranged.
Thanks. Has Nick called in yet?
No.
Is the chief back?
Yes, he's in.
Okay. Are we going to be taking off the investigation now?
Shall we? I've got a major update on the investigation.
I'm all ears.
I've established a few facts. All the victims were part of an academic expedition to the Amazon over 20 years ago. Professor Dickinson, his daughter, and another student named Noel Richet all tragically died during the expedition. Our friend Hakiero helped evacuate the survivors. He also helped them smuggle some minor artifacts out. Of the entire expedition, the only currently living survivors are Warren, Branford, and Alvarado, who is now an archaeology professor living in Cusco, Peru. All are potential victims, and all are potential killers.
Why?
Well, I don't have any real strong evidence yet, but all my leads come back to the expedition.
So something happened down there that 20 years later is causing our wannabe Quartermains to rip each other's guts out.
Looks that way. I just don't know what the something is. So I'm gonna fly down to Cusco and talk with this Alvarado character.
I can't authorize that. They won't let me. It's about 4 countries outside our jurisdiction.
Look, if he's not the murderer, he might open up to me. I've got a picture with a dedication he made for Branford.
Can I see it? Well, well.
So maybe I'll find out what their little rumble in the jungle was. But if Alvarado is the doer...
Then he had to have been up here for the last few weeks.
And so he was.
Shit, this is getting more and more iffy. Well, we can ask the Peruvian police to do the interrogation.
Okay, but...
I've got the feeling I'll have to go and do it in person.
Forget about feelings. We're dealing in facts. Did you do the psychological portrait?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Our killer has a thing for middle-aged, physically fit males. He's of a similar class and income as his victims, except for Tatum. Not sure why he got hit. So, let's say he isn't an acquaintance. Then he's most likely in a position of public trust. Something he can use to get close to his targets. Policeman or priest, the usual candidates. Even someone like yourself, Chief, or our pal Branford. As for motivation, I reject the ritual aspect. It's a cool gag, but ultimately just handy window dressing. However, the antique gold coins left with the bodies? That's a clear attempt at communication. Or the whole thing could just be Warren stripping down to a loincloth and slaughtering his old buddies.
Warren in a loincloth? Nah.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Warren, I wasn't aware he'd asked you for help, Chief.
Well, Nick was dealing with this case. He should have told you.
Warren admitted to me that they'd smuggled out some minor artifacts. Did he say anything like that to you?
No, he was very careful with his words. And anyway, it was only a brief chat on the phone.
Maybe the stuff they smuggled out wasn't so minor.
So they found some really big treasure down there. Someone got stiffed at the share-out. And this is a 20-year late reminder?
20 years is a good amount of time for a prison sentence.
So he did 20 because he was framed. Well, that's a revenge motive. But what was he framed for?
We won't know until I go down there.
You're not going anywhere yet, Bonnet. Such a trip has to be well planned.
Well, tickets already been bought, so...
There's no time for that. We hang around with this, and who knows how bad this is gonna get.
You won't save anyone like this.
Listen to me. Listen, you can laugh, but I see a jungle city in my dreams. And at the top of these massive stone steps is a sacrificial altar. And the murderer's there, and he's gonna turn around any second. And when he does, pow!
Nicole,
Oh,
what are
for
you talking
crying
about?
out loud, she's giving me dreams now. Go home, sleep. I'm giving you 1 day off. Make the most of it.
Chief!
Don't chief me, just get out of here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I have to say, the dream stuff, I'm like, where are you going with this?
Bonnet, I'm too busy right now. Unless you've got a breakthrough in the investigation.
No, not really.
Alrighty then.
Okay, well, we have a day off, so I guess let's go to Peru.
So, you flying?
Yeah.
You know what, Nicole? Dollars to donuts, Nick will be late for his flight.
Can't we just medicate him and wake him when he's needed?
Send him the address of some dusky cafe in Cusco. Maybe he'll drop by for a coffee.
Huh. Look, just make sure he gets everything he needs for the investigation.
Don't worry. I'll staple the notes to his head if I have to.
You working late again?
Yeah. I think I'll end up mummified here and put on display for future generations of secretaries.
I promise I'll dust you. See you soon anyway.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget the postcard.
I won't. See you, Ruthie.
Okay. Awkward? Possibly. Maybe. We're just gonna go now.
I made a real ass of myself.
About the dream thing? I'm going to have to be in agreement with that.
What the hell am I doing? Chief will can me if I take off down there. Be the shortest career in FBI history. Let it go. A man can only die once. Get packing anyway. Your destination awaits.
Okay, here we go.
Damn, but it's good to get away from the city and the crime and all the everyday crap. It feels so fresh down here. I'll take a camera and act like a tourist. Might even fool someone.
Okay, with that, we're going to end the set here. So, thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. The investigation has taken us to Peru. We don't know quite yet the motive is for revenge. Well, probably revenge, but like who wants revenge? But until next time, guys, see ya!